Well, next we're off to Celtic Park, where Hearts were hoping to avoid a repeat of the recent cup hammering. Liam MacLeod is your commentator.
Darnell Fisher replaces Mikael Lush to get right back for Celtic, with the Swede facing 4 months on the sidelines, having had double hip surgery. Teemu Pukki has another chance to impress, having scored the winner against Hibs a week ago. Such are Hearts' ills. They can only name 4 outfield subs today, with their defence looking for a little redemption after that Scottish Cup humbling against the same opposition. Adam King makes his first competitive start in midfield. It could be a long shift for Callum Patterson up front. It's Van Dijk. Oh, he's managed to squeeze it through for Chris Commons. The man who scored a hat-trick against Hearts in the cup ties, denied by Jamie McDonald. He's probably anticipating a busy afternoon as the Hearts #1. Commons flighting it in for Van Dijk, beaten to it by Wilson. Brown back in. Comes to Pukki. And Ambrose almost. And it's Stokes! The goalkeeper's got a touch to that. It's a good job he did. Celtic still come. Van Dijk couldn't control. Well, Stokes with this chance, the first glaring opportunity of the game coming on 8 minutes. It's a great save by McDonald. Gary Locke not much to work with as Hearts manager. The last time Hearts won here in the league, it was almost a team of stars. That's Commons. Good save again by McDonald, who's actually had a pretty decent season. It's on top of the keeper. Fisher. And Brown. Commons. Oh, good ball! And it's McDonald in again to deny Ledley. Well, either side of the keeper, that's a goal. Take nothing away from the save from McDonald, he still had to make it. Celtic unbeaten so far in the league this season, looking to maintain that. One of the targets Neil Lennon and his management team have set is to keep that going till the end of the season. And what a turn that is from Commons! And guess who's there again? Jamie McDonald comes out on top in this duel between he and Commons. Good ball by Stokes. Pukki. Well, that should have been a Hearts throw-in. Dylan McGowan making that point. Came off Teemu Pukki last. He's Aguirre. Celtic trying to take advantage of this situation that they have found themselves with. Brown. Oh, it's a great ball for Commons! The slayer of Hearts does it again! Good finish at the angle. What a ball from Brown though. Commons across McDonald, who could do nothing this time. And Celtic's top scorer is to the fore again. It's been over a year since Celtic last lost a league game here, as James Forrest, dazzling on the wing, got it in towards Ledley, and it's Jamie McDonald at his near post. The Hearts have defended resolutely this afternoon, no question. Hasn't been the walk in the park for Neil Lennon and his team as it was in Tynecastle. Last minute, headed off the line there by Commons from McGowan. Well, that would have been quite sensational had that found the net. Hearts' first real attempt on goal. Samaras on as a sub, one of the contract rebels at Celtic, and he squeezed it through to Forrest, who can kill this off in injury time here, and does. Neil Lennon's unbeatables are winning here again. Great finish from James Forrest with the outside of the boot, and that makes things look a little bit more comfortable for Celtic, who took a long time to break through the Jambo's resistance today. James Forrest on as a half-time sub. And it's 2-0 to the champions.
You know, after the result a couple of weeks ago, you know, we were all hurting badly, and we knew that coming here today we'd have to change, you know, the way that we normally play. You know, I'd like to see most Hearts teams, you know, that certainly that I take that we're on the front foot most of the time, but you know, certainly we had to learn a lesson for the last time, and you know, I felt that the boys, you know, acquitted themselves brilliantly today.
You know, obviously they made it hard for us. We couldn't really break them down as much as we had hoped for, but 3 points, being unbeaten, you know, going into Christmas, that's quite nice.
So the Celtic unbeatables so far grinding out a victory yesterday, Billy. A bit of a flat game overall. Hearts obviously cautious after the 7-0 hammering, but kind of took sitting into a whole new level yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, but I totally understand it. But after them playing that wide open game in the cup, in the one-off game, having a go, you see Patterson circled there. That was the starting point of defence, and yeah, they're structured, they're hard to break down, but you need a lot over 90 minutes not to get picked off, and Celtic eventually got the breakthrough. But that's the way Hearts set their stall out yesterday. You see them, everybody behind the ball.
Huge amount of bodies behind the ball here, and again, probably had no out ball at times, but they frustrated Celtic for long periods. Obviously, they get to half-time 0-0, and the game plans worked for them, but I think when we see the goal eventually, we'll see where people switch off. But
did they have no choice but to play that way?
Well, they could have maybe have had a focal point and make sure one stays up. I think Celtic pin you back. You can see all the Hearts players again. It nearly worked. They nearly nicked an equaliser in the last minute with the header. So Gary Lockett was saying that he was trying to make sure that these young lads don't lose any more confidence in what they've already lost. So I can understand it, but it didn't look great if you're a Hearts fan looking at that, how deep they were.
And Michael, a slight touch of fortune for Celtic when it came to the Commons goal that broke the deadlock.
yeah, I think there's a little bit of controversy over the throw-in we hear. It's played off Pookie, I think it is, and it is. The only thing I will say is that the linesman on that side is in the opposition half, so he's a long way to see it. But
sure.
They're still set up though.
They're still set up, yeah. A lot of bodies behind the ball. We see here, and we see here when it comes in eventually. You know what they don't do is they don't get up to the ball, but they've a lot of men. They don't get up to the ball. We see here, you know,
Walker sees Fisher on the right hand side. That's the Celtic's right. That's fine, but Mahati takes that little step, and it's the one that's their undoing. Just that little gamble to go and face up the ball when Tappan was getting across, and that was Hearts' downfall. They nearly got through it, but just maybe that little bit of inexperience.
Just inexperience. He steps up, the distance is too great, and obviously it actually makes Brown's mind up with the pass. You know, it's a good finish from Commons as well.
Hearts down?
It would take a minor miracle, wouldn't it? Just with the young boys they've got, what they've got at their disposal, and how many points they've got to go to catch the other teams. It's just too much to ask.